Hi, welcome to yet another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're making this beautiful gown. Stay tuned. Hi guys, you're welcome to yet another tutorial. So in this tutorial, we're making use of 2 yards of this fabric. We have 2 yards. Then I have my satin for the taping of the neck and then here is my 2 yards of fringes. So let's get started. All I will first do is to fold my fabric into four, and I said I have 2 yards of this, so the black part is going to be at the upper part here. So I'm going to fold my fabric like this into two first. I'll first fold it into two like this, then I'll fold again this way into four. So I have my fabric folded into four this way. So now I'm going to, because I want the three pattern to show on the style, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my gown length. My total gown length is 58. So I'll measure my fringes 58 minus what I have for my fringes. My fringes is what length? Look at, is 18 inches. So my fringes is 18 inches. So I'll take away 58 from 18 from 58. I'll have 40 left. So what I'll be cutting here now should be 40. I would like to shock on the right side so that the shock will be visible for everyone to see. Now I need 40. If I measure 40 from this upper part to this part, I won't be having much of those red patterns. What I will do is that I will start my 40 from here so that I can have some parts of the red also showing. So I'm going to cut off those parts, and this part is going to serve as my scarf. So me so guys, I'm taking 10 off from this part. Let me just measure what I have. I have 10. So I want to take away 10 from the upper part, so I'll mark 10. So this is going to be my starting point. Then I'll measure my shoulder with sleeve. From my shoulder to sleeve is 12 for short sleeve, but I want it to be elbow length, so elbow length is 18. So I'm going to mark 17 here. Don't forget that we have 1 inch turn up, not really turn up, like a taping at the ends there. So this is going to be my shoulder length. Then I'll measure my neck width. My neck width, I'm going to use 2.5 for my neck width. Let me show that is okay. For my neck width, I'll use 2.5. Then from my shoulder that I measure 70 here, I'm going to come down by an half inch. Bring it like this. I came down by 2 inch there. From here, I'll come down by 2 inches. So this is the 2 inches I'm coming back. So from these 2 inches, I'm going to form a slope to meet my. Sorry, I have to be sure that the camera is picking everything. Okay. So I came down by 2 inches here. Now from these 2 inches, I'll make a slope to join my shoulder width like this. So now I'll form a shoulder slope here. Okay. So from here, I can now take my round sleeve measurements. I mean my gown length. My gown length is 40 inches. I'll make use of 40 inches. So This is 40, but I will add 1 inch because I'll use it to hem the lower part. I don't want it to have that scatter part. So I'll measure 41 instead of 40. Yeah. So this is my total gown length. So from this part too, I'm still going to measure my hip length. My hip length is 25, but we are not going to be using the actual hip length. What we'll do is you take your total hip divided by 4 plus 5 inches for the freeness or the ease allowance. So my total hip is 42. 42 divided by 4, that's 10.5. I had 5 inches, so that's 15.5. So I'm going to measure 15.5. Or let me just measure 16 inches. So 16, whatever I measure here, I'll measure it at the bottom too. 16 inches. Then I'll connect the line. Now I'll come here where I by my 17 inches here. This 17 inches that I measure here. Yeah. I'm going to come down by 8 inches. That's what I want to use for my round sleeve. Let me just come down by 9 inches. So 10 inches is okay, so that the hand will be free. If you don't want it to be too wide, you can just use your round sleeve divided by 2 plus 2. So my own round sleeve is 6 divided by 2. That's 6. If I add 2 to it, I will have 8. But it might be a bit tight for me. Let me just use 9. So this is 9 here. Then I'm going to come down by from here. I'll measure my bust point. My bust point is 10 inches. So is in alignment with the sleeve. So from here also I'll measure whatever I have for my hip. I measure 16 for my hip. So I'll also measure 16 here. So I'm having 16 here. So I'll connect the lines together. But at this point I'm going to make a curve. Right, this my folding is not, so I'm going to make a curve. It's not going to be straight, so I'll make a curve like this. So I have a small curve here for my sleeve because I'm going to still extend it with the plain material. So now I'll come to the neckline. My neck width for both front and back is 2.5. For my neck width, my neck depth for the back is 1 inch. While for the front is 8 inches. I can also use 7 inches, but 8 inches is okay by me. So this 8 inches here, I'm going to measure 1.5 in. So this is 1.5. Then I'll connect it to this 2.5 here to make it look like a V, but not a total V. Let me check it very well. So I'll connect it like a V, like this. Now I'll cut out. I'll first cut out the back bodice. I'll cut out. I'm going to use this for my scarf, so it's not going to waste. Quickly notch out my pocket side. I'll measure 16 inches downward. That's where my pocket is going to stay here. I'll just measure 8 inches from your armhole. So this is my 8 inches. I'll just notch this part. So this is where my pocket is going to stay. Then these two, I'm going to join them together. They are going to serve as my scarf. So if you don't need that, you can just do it with it. Now I will take out the back. This is going to be my back. So for the front, now I'm going to cut out the neckline for the front. So I'm going to cut out this my neckline this way. Now I'm going to notch this place by half an inch. Just be careful, not more than half. So I have half an inch here. For I'll show you where we'll be needing that part. So we are done with the cutting. Now for the extension or turn up at the sleeve, I'm just going to cut out 4 inches. On fold. So I need 1.5 as the extension. So I'll just measure. What do I have here? 2 inches on fold. So this is good. I have 2 inches here. So I'll just cut out straight. Let me be sure of the amount I'll be needing. You know, I have 4 part of the sleeve now. So this is 1. This for the second one. 2. And this for the third one. 3. Then for the last one. 4. So these are going to be for my extension. I will first join them. Okay. Now for the pockets. Okay, so the pockets. Just place my hand. So I'll fold into 4 like this. Then place my hands. Just place my hands to get a pocket shape. This is for my pocket. Now we move on to the sewing aspect. At this point, if you wish to divide your fringes, you can just divide it into 2. But for me, I will not be dividing my fringes. I will join it at the last part. So we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead to sew each extension on the sleeve. So this on this part, I will sew this to it like this. I will sew like this. After sewing, I will weave it. Then I will now top stitch it. Hope you get. Then I will top stitch it. I will do same for the 4 sides. After doing that for the 4 sides, I will now pick up my front and back together. Then I will sew on the shoulder. I will sew from here like this. I will sew down to this place. I will do the same for that. I will weave it and come back to show us the. I've done sewing the sleeve. You can see I've top stitched, then I've weave it and kind. Then the shoulder too has been joined together. I went ahead to just fix my pocket. Just pick one pocket and fix it at that notch part. Then sew for the 4 sides. So we continue with our cutting. The next step now is to cut the collar at the neck. So to do this, I'm going to measure around my collar. Let's take my tape like this and measure around. So I get here. So what I have here is 22.5. 20.5. So I'm not going to cut exactly 20.5. I'll just cut out 30 inches. I will take my keeping material. I'll fold into 2, then I'll measure 2.5 by 30 inches. Okay, 2.5 by 30 inches. So I have more than 30 inches there, then I'll cut out now. Now I'm going to iron and attach ST, then I'll fold into 2 like this. After folding into 2, the iron and attach ST to give it stability, then I'll pick up my dress and fix the collar this way. This is the front. Like this. So I'll leave some excess. I'll leave some excess one here like this. I'll pick up this lace. From this my notch area, this part that is notch, that's where I'm going to start sewing from. You see, this part that is notch, then I will sew round like this. I will sew around the neckline. I will continue sewing, then till I get to this other parts too and knot it. After that, I'll come back to show us what to do next. So I now see sewn it around the neck like this. So I'll turn it to the right side for us to see. There is it. I see it's already looking beautiful. So now I'm going to wash this part carefully so that you will not miss the part. Let's arrange it. You arrange it properly and make sure that center is aligned. Then you're now opening it up. So I'm going to this part that I notch, I'm going to just push this part in like this. Push it in, tuck it in correctly like this. Then after tucking it in, correctly, then I will go ahead and sew this part. This place is not okay. Then I'll go ahead and sew like this. Sew it down. After sewing it down, I'll just iron it. Then I'll move on to the side. I'll pick up the side like this. So I'll pick up the side like this. Then I will sew ½ inch all through. From here, I will sew ½ inch. Then when I get to the pockets, I will knot this part very well. Then I'll come into the pockets, continue sewing ½ inch round. Then when I come out, I will knot again and sew the ½ inch to the hem. And sew the ½ inch to the hem. So by the time I get to the hem, I'll do the same thing for the other side too. When I get to the hem, when I done for the second side too, I'll pick up the hem. I'll fold it with 1 inch. Remember that we only added 1 inch so hemming allowance. So I'll fold it with 1 inch like this. I will sew around. Then I'll come back to show us how to attach the frame. Hey guys, we are just getting to the end of the tutorial. So this is the neckline. I've sewn this part, then I've top stitch. So I'll turn it to the other side. I've also sewed the side and weave, then I've hemmed the lower part. So now I'll flip my dress to the front side for you to see the final look. And see, that it's looking very pretty. Now the next step to do now is to just go ahead and attach my fringes to the hem. I'll go ahead and attach my fringes. How do I do this? I'll pick up my fringe. So I'll place it like this on top of the stitches that I have. Then I will start sewing like this. I will sew it at the top part here. I will sew. I will go around like that. I will sew it round. I'll cover. Make sure that I cover the hemming line I have on the dress. So then I will sew it round to the other side. After sewing it round, that's when I'll pull out this white thread. It's not supposed to be there. It's just keeping it in place so that it doesn't get scattered. So I'll pull it out. Then I'll show us the final look. Or I can come back and show us how to pull it out also. At this point that is here now, I'm just supposed to cut off this side and then stitch it. But we are finally done with the tutorial. I'll put it on the mannequin and show you how to remove that white thread from it. So at this point, you just have to be pulling out the fringes from the white thread. You pull them out the way I'm pulling it out. If you are here to subscribe to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have any question, I'll be in the comment section to answer all your questions. Nice having you here. We're coming up with more tutorials. See you in our other classes and other online tutorials. Bye. Thanks for watching, and you see the finished work, the finished dress on me in the last video. So bye.